The future of digital marketing. Today I'm joined with Campbell, and we're going to be going through future trends and how we can try to future-proof what we do, not just with SEO, but holistically with digital marketing. So where do you see the trends kind of moving towards at present now we're in the AI era?
I personally think data is a big key part of it. You know, obviously with AI, people have built their own scrapers and utilising data and then retargeting people. So obviously SEO may or may not die, essentially. I think a lot of people are just going, where else can I get traffic from? Whether it be scraping, emailing people, and you know, retargeting people on Facebook or whatever it's going to be. So I kind of see things being a bit more not reliant solely on organic traffic, to be honest. And I think even yourself, probably subconsciously over the years, is always just looking at other things, whether you invest more in pay-per-click. I know you do a lot of lead gen, and you'll be able to tell better than me because I don't do lead gen as such. I know pay-per-click works for one of my e-com websites, and I get a massive return on investment on it because it's quite a niche market. But I think even for guys like you who are doing lead gen, if you can spend X and make Y back doing, you know, wherever you get your data from, or you know, retargeting people and everything else, I think it's a smarter way to kind of just get various different traffic sources, and I think that's what we're all looking for now.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'll tell you something like that. Not many people know that majority of my profit is made in PPC.
Yeah.
So I'll initially go into it with an organic SEO approach, but the minute I've got some winning campaigns, I'm doubling and trebling and quadrupling down on the PPC budgets. If I can go and spend £10 and get £30 back, I'm going to be spending 10 grand a day if I can spend it to get the 30,000 back for sure. Like, and it's so infinite scale where it's hard to keep trying to scale for so many variations of keywords. Like with regards to the source context of a domain, if you're known as being the premium brand, you can't really start going after like cheap keywords and stuff like that, or affordable and stuff like that, where generally speaking with PPC, you can set up all the different ad groups and all different landing pages. You can go after everything.
Yeah.
And you're going, okay, I will scoop it all up. So I think for me, not enough people are doing paid ads, whether that's PPC or social media. Do you do much with regards to like any sort of social media, like Facebook ads, YouTube ads and stuff like that?
We try different things. Like for one of my websites that's out there, the age demographic is 55 plus. So social media is not that great. We would love to do more TikTok and stuff because there's traffic there for a certain demographic. So yeah, we've tried it. Some of it's not been as good, but that's more niche related and demographic related than anything else. But yeah, I think, you know, going after that, I've always been a fan. I think years ago I used to tell people, you know, do core ads, you know, for getting cheap traffic and all that kind of stuff, because there wasn't as many people doing that at the time. And obviously everyone's now jumping into Facebook and Google, and obviously the costs are rising for it. But as long as you can get the return on investment on it, you know, I don't care. I'm like you. I don't mind. You know, if something's working and I'm spending 10 grand and I'm getting 20 back, the next question in my head is automatically, what happens if I spend 20 grand? Am I going to get 40 back? And you know, I'll double down on that. And I just can't be bothered with the algorithm. I mean, I'll still do SEO and all that kind of stuff, but you just can't. You get slapped about all over the place, and like, you know, feeding the LLMs and all that kind of stuff is just the way you've got to evolve now. And is there going to be traffic there? I know arguably a lot of people, including yourself, are feeding the LLMs and everything else. You're not getting a huge amount of clicks from it now, but again, you're always thinking, is there going to be a huge amount of clicks from that in 2 or 3 years' time? It's obviously going to grow month on month, but you've got to be looking at anything else you can get your dirty hands on, whether it's free, paid, or holistic, whatever. And you know, something else you mentioned prior to recording there, even just building an email list. People are not doing that stuff. It's mad.
Yeah, I think the offline, if you can try and set people offline, that you own that email list.
Yeah.
The issue is if you build up, let's say, social media, like the Twitter profile and the Facebook, you're one bad move away of having that profile just being deleted.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And at that point, you don't own the Twitter profile. Obviously, you think that you own the handle of it, but at any point, it can be deleted if you do something wrong.
Yeah.
So for that point of purpose, it's like, can you try and get their email and get the CRM and be nurturing them and stuff like that? Plus, also, you'll know yourself, like we're both hungry for traffic and trying to get people to come through to our landing pages. The minute you have an email list, and then you can go and send the podcast out like this to the email list, or you've got a product or a special offer, Black Friday, and you can send it to 30, 40,000 people in your email list, straight away you're getting sales from day one because of that. And also that kind of viral traffic that's coming through to it.
Organically.
Huge, absolutely huge.
It's mad because when I launch a YouTube video, for example, one of the first things I would do would be utilise the assets I've got, whether it be social media, mailing list, push notifications and all that stuff as well. I don't even see that many people get push notifications going on either. I've had push notifications for years. And again, people are still, they don't realise the importance of that data. And I think we're now in a market where you're like, that data is money on the table and you're missing out if you don't utilise it properly.
Yeah, for sure. I think a massive one for me is branding. So building a personal brand and building a business brand, trying to get the KGMID or the knowledge panel, because then it forms part of the training data, especially within Gemini and stuff like that. So if you can form part of the training data that they're working on from a knowledge panel, it's the cheapest way of being able to get into the LLMs. But also I think it's now one of the only digital moats that you kind of have around, because everyone now can scale sites very, very quickly now. A lot of it's AI slop, right? So if you can try to be adding obviously data and surveys to it and stuff like that, then even better, trying to do that information gain. But a personal brand for me and the business brand is key for the future of digital marketing. You've always been a massive advocate of this. Like you've grown Craig Campbell brand to a phenomenal number now. How did you get into that so early in going, do you know what, I want to build this out?
It certainly wasn't some weird vision where I went, this is the way it's going, just pure luck. I followed, and I think you followed him as well, Matthew Woodward at the time, when I had the agency and doing all the client stuff, and he was the kind of affiliate guy, building his personal brand and traveling the world and going to the conferences and all that. He was that guy. And I was jealous of it. I'm like, man, he's fucking living the dream, and I'm, basically bending over and getting pumped by clients up the backside. And probably shouldn't use that terminology, but that's what it felt like. And I'm like, he's the man. So obviously there was a transition. Everyone thinks I just shut down an agency one day and just all of a sudden went in. It's obviously a slow transition to making more money doing affiliate, and you can bin off the client work. So he was the guy I followed, and obviously my website's got a cartoon logo. His had the cartoon logo with, and all that stuff. So he was a big inspiration for me, going, you motherfucker, you've got what? And I don't get jealous of it. I'm like, both met him and all that, great guy and everything. You're just like, you motherfucker, I want to be what you're doing. So he was the kind of guy that's like, I want to speak at conferences, I want to do this, and I want to do affiliate and everything else. And I just kind of followed what he was doing. It just seemed like the right move at the right time. Getting sick of doing the client stuff and struggling to scale the agency just because it was stressful and all that stuff. So he was the main reason for it. And then obviously from there, the opportunities that come from it, and you know that as well, with your YouTube and everything, you're getting people going, can I work with you? Can I do this? And it just creates other opportunities. And you're like, I'm going to fucking double down on this now. And obviously I've seen you do that, and the other opportunities, not just necessarily promotional work or whatever, but just business opportunities come up from that and whatever else. So it's kind of just naturally all kind of worked for me, and yeah, I'm still hanging on.
I think another massive one for the future of digital marketing for me is social media. Like cross-selling. So if you've got a large following on Instagram, trying to leverage some of that following and like sharing certain stories on your Instagram of your TikTok, or doing it from your TikTok to your Twitter and to your Facebook. So you're kind of building it up across the board, cross-platform as much as you can. We've invested in a sports betting brand, and we're trying to get so many people like offline from those platforms as well to places like Telegram and WhatsApp So we can send like not only daily emails and do like a newsletter, we're doing like daily horse racing tips and stuff like that via a Telegram group, and there's engagement going on and stuff like that. Occasionally we can send an offer, like a betting offer, which goes through to the site. We get paid affiliate commission. And I feel like that's the future of affiliate marketing, not just trying to rank the keywords, it's trying to get traffic through to your affiliate sites as well. And for those people that are still trying to be an affiliate and looking for the future of digital marketing, I think they need to be looking at more platforms holistically.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Like YouTube's been good for both of us. I don't particularly do that much on Twitter. I'm not really doing much on LinkedIn. Although I've got a decent following on there, they're not something I'm pushing hard enough, and I'm aware that I probably should do more on that. And I think, again, going forward, you're going to need to double down on all of that kind of stuff and really work them very, very well. But YouTube's always been more favourable for me, and I enjoy that more than sitting writing tweets and going off, go on here and get a Barney now. So certain platforms I enjoy, but again, there's traffic in all of them. So I think, anyone that's out there that's doing digital marketing, I think we've got to exploit them for everything we can.
Yeah, for sure. So anyone who's watching this, what do you think the future of digital marketing is? Is there anything that we've missed? Do you believe that writing books to get authorship or doing podcasting like this is the future? Be interesting to hear your thoughts in the comment section. Craig, it's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you.